Hello, everyone. Dean Bastador with Red Level, back for another 5-Minute Friday. Today, we're going to be talking about Microsoft Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection, or ATP. So we'll be covering some of those features that are available and discussing the licensing costs around that. So what is Office 365 ATP? It's protection for mostly Exchange, but there is integration with SharePoint and Teams. So the first product I'll talk about is Safe Attachments. So when users are getting phishing attacks, generally what will happen is they'll get an email from somebody that they don't know, or maybe they're getting spoofed, and it appears from someone they know, and it'll have an attachment, a Word document or something like that. They'll click on the attachment. Maybe there's a macro in the background that's running, or maybe the attachment has a link to a website that they go to. But either way, it can contain malware. So they go ahead and click it, they get infected, or they put in credentials, and now their identity has been breached or they're infected with a virus. So what Safe Attachments does is as the email gets delivered, it scans in the background. It's going to detonate that email attachment on Microsoft servers and then check the behavior. It'll also use the Microsoft Security Graph to see if it's a known bad attachment. If it is, it's going to get blocked. The user won't be able to open that attachment, and they'll get an explanation when they try to open it. It'll say, this file's been detected to contain malware, or whatever's been detected there. So it's a really great way to prevent users from opening documents that have been infected or that contain infections, or are phishing for credentials. So ATP Safe Links is the next part of that, and much like the Safe Attachments, how it works is user gets a link in their email. Again, it could be somebody spoofing, or just a random email. They click on a link, the link takes them to a website. A lot of times these websites, I mean, they're getting really sophisticated. They can look exactly like a Gmail logon, or like a OneDrive or something like that. It'll say, hey, I've got this document I need you to look at, or whatever, click here. And then they click on it and it says, you have to sign in to view the document. They'll put in their credentials. Next thing you know, nothing happens, or they put in their credentials and they just see some random document. They close the browser, they don't really know what happened. Sometimes they don't report it, and their credentials are now out there on some dump site, or the hacker is going to use them to get to their email or whatever other cloud apps that they might have. So Safe Links, once that's implemented, Microsoft is going to look at the link at the time they click. It's going to detonate it, and if it's a known bad website, or if it's scanning, it finds malware on there, they're going to go ahead and block it so that the user can't get to whatever the link is sending them to. So huge protection against phishing schemes and credential theft there. So ATP will also span across for SharePoint, OneDrive, and Microsoft Teams. So if you have documents out there, you can use the Safe Attachments to go ahead and scan those as well. The next feature I want to talk about is spoof intelligence, and that's part of ATP's phishing, advanced phishing feature. So spoofing, as many people know, it's when somebody is sending an email to make it look like it's coming from someone they might know. So a lot of times, someone will go out on LinkedIn, figure out who someone's boss is, and then send them an email from what looks like is their boss, and they'll say, hey, I need you to run out and grab a gift card, or I need you to send this money over right away. I can't get on the phone, but can you take care of this for me? And the victim will go ahead and open that up and send them money, or send them gift card numbers or whatever it is, because they've been spoofed. So spoof intelligence, you're basically creating policies to say that these users, if they're detected, if their names match, these other users, they're not allowed to be spoofed. So that protects from that sort of attack. There are legitimate reasons for spoof. A lot of times marketing will be spoofing emails so that they can send email out to people where it's a third party, but it looks like it's coming from the marketing person or sales or whatever. So when you're setting up those policies, you're going to want to really kind of target what the obvious victims would be for those spoofing attacks. So and then in terms of licensing, these features, I mean, they work really great. The cost isn't that bad. I mean, to get the safe attachment, safe link, the advanced anti-phishing, it's $2 a month a user. So not a bad cost. If you want to get some automation in there, and threat investigation, there's even attack simulations you can build in so that you can actually have a little fun and send some phishing attacks to your users and see who is actually clicking on them. That's $5 a user a month. So it's, the cost is pretty low. This feature comes with Office 365 E5. So if you've got E5, for your users, then you've already got these features, and maybe you just need to turn them on, tweak them, create policies or whatever. So, but anyway, yeah, this has been another 5 Minute Friday. Hopefully this was all helpful for you guys, and thank you.